Hi, I'm Commissioner Nancy Jester, and welcome to Nancy Jester Reports for Tuesday, June 13th. Today we had your Board of Commissioners meeting. Before I go into details about that, I just wanted to share with you that I had a very enjoyable time, and it was a real honor to go to the White House last week to represent DeKalb County at a gathering of about 30 elected officials, half of which were governors and the other half were locally elected officials, a few county commissioners, several mayors, and so again, it was just a unique privilege and honor. We got to work in small working groups about issues regarding infrastructure and the interaction of the federal government at the local and state levels with infrastructure. I worked in a small working session with Secretary Chow, the Secretary of Transportation. Governor Sununu from New Hampshire was in that, as well as several other elected officials from local jurisdictions. Got to speak with Secretary Zinke in a small working group. He's the Secretary of the Interior, and we talked about a host of issues there and the complexity of the permitting process and approval processes with the federal government. So I learned a lot, made a lot of valuable contacts that we'll be able to use here in DeKalb as we move forward and seek federal funding and guidance on any projects that we're going to do. So again, I think that adds value to DeKalb County citizens, and again, it was my honor and privilege to represent you at that White House Infrastructure Summit. So on to our agenda today. We had a relatively light agenda today. We did vote for a number of appointments and reappointments to various boards. So my appointment to the District 1 Citizen Advisory Group for Watershed Billing and Customer Service has gone through the process. So I believe we now have a quorum of nominees, and we'll be able to go forward with that. I think the work that citizen board is going to do is very important because we have all these issues with water billing and customer service that are ongoing. So I look forward to that board vigorously working together to make that issue get resolved and give their input so that we can work towards a solution there. So stay tuned for more about that board too as they progress in their work. We accepted a number of grants, mostly for court grants, accountability courts and so on. We also approved some intergovernmental agreements for services between the county and the city of Tucker now. So fire service, election services, and solid waste management services have all been approved. The intergovernmental agreements have all been approved. We had a number of purchases deferred to various committees that we'll be dealing with next week. So, and then today we dealt with one of them in a committee, in the County Operations Committee. We used a statewide contract to purchase computers. We also did get yesterday, so this is my first look at it, the draft of the budget from the CEO. So I'll be combing through this over the next couple of weeks and telling you what I think of it, where I think it is, has some potential, and where I think some challenges are. So thank you as always, and stay tuned for the next Nancy Jester Reports.